What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oscar Johanna and today I'll be taking you around the Magufuli Bus stand, Magufuli Bus stop. Most of you have heard of it, and actually it's actually very famous in Tanzania. So I thought this idea, I want to take you around, I want to show you everything that is taking place here. I know so many of you are not familiar with it, they have never been here, so I just want to I just wanted to take you, to give you a tour around it, and probably there's some things that you didn't know. For example, on the starting side, so this is where the buses always come in, and here is where people would wait for the buses. So if you aren't familiar with this place, don't worry, I'm gonna take you around. I'm gonna show you even on the other side, as I showed you before the beginning of this video. I'm gonna take you even around it, so you're gonna see everything inside this Magufuli bus stand. And I'm gonna talk about some things that are actually essential, such as security, and if there's anything else extra, if you needed for example to buy things, where you're going to find them, if you needed a taxi, where you're going to find them, and if you reached here at night, what should you do. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a guide inside this place here, and I hope you will enjoy this video. So hit that like button before even we get started with this video. So continuing with this video is that I'm going to show you, you see the other part there, this whereby there is a place whereby you could literally wait for the bus that you're taking, so you shouldn't even have worries about that. And if it's afternoon or even if it's evening, when you talk about security, it's not something that you should be worried about. People stay there until the next day. They stay the whole night. It's always with lights, people always there around. So in case you've just reached or arrived at night, you shouldn't worry about the security part. It's totally secured. And for those guys who are literally willingly to leave their cars here, they shouldn't worry about that, because I personally myself always leave my car here, and then I would, for example, travel to another place, because sometimes using the public transport, it's the best way to travel cheap. And by the way, most of my travels, if you didn't know, I always go with the public transport. Yeah, that's the kind of transport. So if you didn't know about that, I think you should be aware. So in case if you ask me which kind of transport I use, I rarely use private transport. Really rarely use private transport to travel. But unless otherwise, if I'm moving from one place to another, that's when I can use a private. But most of the times, if I do travels or if I'm making videos, I use public transport, so as I can experience more of that place. So here, as you can see on the other side, I've just gotten out, and there are these stairs. If you want to go upstairs, the video that I showed you is upstairs. If you want to get the upper view, the view from the boat, from above, you have to use these stairs, and then you go up. On the way, you're gonna meet these people. For example, these ones here beside, they'll be telling if you they're not vendors exactly. Oh wait, I think should I call them vendors? No, they're not. They will be directing you. So the first floor, as you can see, it's filled with a lot of shops, whereby people go actually sit down over there, like you can see on the right side. And also these shops, I think even foreigners are allowed to get shops inside here. So I've seen some foreigners here coming in Africa, coming in Tanzania, doing a lot of business, and so most of them, they will open centers or they will open shops. So literally, you'll be welcome to open some shops here. As you can see, I'm going to show you a top view. As you can see, so the other side there is the place where the buses take place. And this day, literally, there is no good number of buses, because there was a little bit of a jam on the way. So the buses were a little bit late, and it was literally afternoon. But here on the Magufuli bus stand, literally, there are tons of buses going to Arusha, Mwanza. For those guys who will be going to Arusha and Mwanza, their buses are always early. You have to get into the bus in the morning. The buses are always leaving in the morning, so probably you should be prepared of that. And for example, if you want to travel around Tanzania, I'll give another guide, a special video guiding on how to travel in Tanzania. So make sure you subscribe, because the video is coming up soon. And as you can see, so everyone is getting busy, Tanzanians and even some of the foreigners I've met over there. They are quite busy, so you shouldn't worry about the security, as I said before. And on the other side there's this side here that we're seeing, and also the other side there, whereby buses also stood. But most of them, they'll be on this side where I've just showed you. So as you can see, there are a lot of spaces. So if someone is triggered to do business, there is literally tons and tons of places that you can do. Now this is just on the first floor. It has only 3 floors, I think. Yeah, it has only 3 floors. Three. Yeah, 3. So now I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna show you around. Now for those guys who are actually planning to buy anything, see, these are the stairs, planning to buy anything on this place here, the expensivity is a little bit high, not that high to be surprised of course, if you are a foreigner and you came here, unless otherwise your country has it has a currency that is larger than us, you're gonna see it a little bit of expensive, but it's not. So this was the second floor. I jumped and I went to the third floor first before I went to the second floor. So I was like curious to get the upper view compared to this kind of view. So that's why I went. As you can see right now, I'm going to another stair. So this party, I thought there was going to be something, but sincerely, I just found it was an empty place, and I think it is also been prepared for people who actually want to do business. As you can see, it's very open. Those guys, I think they were having a certain meeting, like church. I was wondering, like, how comes the church in the stand? I don't know. But here, as you can see, there are a lot of construction taking place. That here, it's the oh my god, it was so fast. So as you can see, the construction is taking place, and literally people could like wait when it's fully constructed, and even they could get some shops to come and amend. So here is the outside part. If you're on the top view, the third floor, that's when you could be able to visualize this. There on the other side is where you could go to Mbezi Standy, and then on the top view also, just made a time lapse for you on the top view. That's what are going to see. Though the view is more bigger than this. This is just from the recording. That's how as wide I could get. So, and an idea of what is happening. So as you can see, literally we have a lot of places, and the other side, on the other ending, I didn't go, but as you can see, on the other ending, you could literally get a place to like start your own shop. So it's an opening place. I think when it's fully open, like when it's done, people will be allowed to come here and like be able to create shops. And there's an elevator, though the moment I was passing there, the elevator wasn't working. So I've heard that people are making the amendments on it so as the shops would work. And here is whereby you get the tax to go to, for example, to another place. There's Mondokasi. I've made another video for that in transportation in Tanzania, you should see. And also you could go on the other side. There are bajajis. If you don't know bajajis, please check my video of transportation, and it could tell you like almost all transportations that are available in Tanzania. I didn't talk about all of them. I think I left almost like 3, if not 4 transport systems that I didn't talk about, but I literally mentioned almost 7. Or you are now wondering, I'm saying 7 transport and I haven't mentioned 4. Yes, there is a lot of kind of transport in Tanzania. So if you check that out, I think you'll get to know all the kind of transport that are available in Tanzania. So then I decided to go to explore on the second floor. Now on the second floor, it's less of shops. It's more of a booking place. As you can see, like there are a lot of bus booking offices. So I'm not sure if they'll change this system, because it looks like on the first floor it was more of shops and less booking, but on the second floor it's whereby people would come and book. And also I think I remember I was trying to see like if you could book something, then like take it into a bus like a week later, but I didn't get that information. But as you can see, it's very secured. Even if it's at night, you could come and spend here a night, then the next day you could be traveling. If you want a less expensivity on travels, that's just an advice I gave you. You got it from me. I've tried it and it works. So in order to reduce expensivity of traveling, you could probably go into the place that you're going to. Like for example, if it's a bus station, if it's safety, you could go there like a day before if the bus is early in the morning, so as you could spare the money that you could probably pay for the hotel. Then instead of using from the hotel, then you could stay here because it's safe. You could stay here, then the next day in the morning you could literally use your bus. I know most of the travelers use planes, and by the way, if you have known, I have a plan of traveling. Oh my god, I'm even telling you the secrets, but it's okay. I have a plan of traveling using buses. So literally there are so many videos coming up and traveling around countries using buses. So it's a little bit of a secret I'm telling you of my coming videos. So literally just subscribe, because there's gonna be a lot of more of local and interaction, more of me and interacting with the locals, because most of the times I've seen travelers using planes, and it's more of them interacting with foreigners. It's less of the locals. So I'm gonna do my best interacting with the locals and showing you around. So getting back to this place here, as you can see here, it's the outside part. I think I showed you the other time, whereby you could take a taxi. Now there was a good chance that you could get a Bolt. Actually, the Bolt, it's an app whereby we use it to book rides. For example, it's an Uber app. Nowadays, Uber app is rarely used in Tanzania, so we use mostly Bolt. So you could use Bolt. It could be of an advantage. It's literally very, very cheap. Like if you use Bolt and go to a place, you would pay probably 3,000. Then if it was a real ride, if you're going to pay cash on the other side, like if you take it from straight from the border, like the place of motorcycle, you would pay more than that 3,000. So it's better if you just use a Bolt, and you could pay a less cheaper amount compared to if you could pay on exactly cash on the amount you're going straight forward. Like you're going straight to the person and you're asking for a place you're going. So as you can see here on the other side, on the right hand, it's a Mondokasi place where you could book tickets, and literally I think there's also, it's called a City Bus app. You should download that. There's a video I'm gonna make on the apps that you should have when you're traveling to Tanzania, important apps that are very essential that could help you book different places. And though I have so many advices I could give you right now about living in Tanzania, but I think that I'm gonna spare on another video whereby I'll be giving a guide on Tanzania traveling. So you should subscribe again, as I said. And here it's the place of the Magufuli Bus tent, as you can see it from the outside, like from a far part, as I showed you in the beginning. So here it's how should I say, I was on the bridge. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and until we meet again, make sure you subscribe and watch my other video, and bye bye.